everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Cowboys going up against the Broncos. With that, let's send you out to Denver. We're standing by in the booth, our two men who will call the game for us. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, we are a couple miles west of the Colorado State capital. Downtown Denver. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Denver Broncos. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Shift together here from the D-line. They go play action here on first down. Complete to Gavin Escobar, the tight end. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
First down throw for Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Give him 22 on that one. And that leads to a Dallas first down. Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 31 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up second down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
Here we go now.
On 2nd and 10, Simeon. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. And now the defense for Dallas.
Morris Claiborne is a former first-round pick at cornerback with skills that can match up with anyone when he's at his best.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Throwing on third down, Simeon. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They are going to go. It's Simeon. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here we go.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
So often you hear defensive coaches talk about we need all 11 on every play in order to be a good run-stopping unit. And sometimes it starts to sound a little cliche. But did you see the free safety on that play? Knifing through and running down the ball carrier. A huge, huge play. And when you have a free safety who can run like that, you've got to turn him loose.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And this is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Second down now after the pass completion. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting to run. First carry of the ball game now. It's C.J. Anderson. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They run again on first down. Anderson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Gone.
On second down, here's Simeon. Left side here to Sanders. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Hey, the defense is in this game as well. They wanted to make it a tough third down. They were able to do so on that last play, preventing a big gain.
They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down.
Here we go now. Leopard.
From the gun on third, Simeon. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. The 13 yards that time and a first. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They come up in an offset eye. The play clock's running down. Back to the ground, Anderson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Morris Claiborne makes the play defensively.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Cedric Thornton, the one that got him down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Well, I'd have to say in that situation, they're lined up for a running play. It's only 3rd and 2. Some element of the pass, but that was really well blocked.
Probably call those gravy plays, right, if you're the offensive coordinator?
No doubt about it. All you're trying to do is get the 2 yards necessary for a first down. Then you look up, you got a whole lot more than that.
Yeah, they did. They got a lot more than that, indeed.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Now a run with Anderson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. On the handoff, this is Booker. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Now that was a gutsy call. In today's NFL, that is a passing down, but they broke tendency and in a big way, and they were rewarded with a big run. Now they're set up with 1st and goal. Got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator. He didn't play it safe, took a chance, and it paid off.
319.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Handoff comes to Anderson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. C.J. Anderson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back to Denver right after this. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. they go play action here on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll be first down, Cowboys. Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Come on, let's go.
On first and 10, Prescott. And that is incomplete here. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. 38.
A second down throw for Prescott. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, the great coach has said football's a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And big problems getting the play out, obviously. This will be a delay. Third down, 15 yards still needed.
Come on, let's go.
Third and long for Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They'll come out in the pistol. On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll give the Broncos a first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Simeon, he couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
one of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran down a nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Back to the air, Simeon on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Here's Simeon. Got a man. He finds Sanders. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. On 2nd and 10, Simeon. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Here we go. 3-19.
Throwing on third down, Simeon. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. First down carry by Elliott. Uses the stiff arm. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
So many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they've missed blocks, and then they move out, and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block, and then he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield. Instead, he slips it off to the running back, and when you get one set perfectly, you have to catch the ball. And that didn't happen on that play.
His pass caught at the 4. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Anderson. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. And this one complete to Virgil Green. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They come up in an offset eye. Simeon, and it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got it, the tight end Jeff Heuerman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They come out here in the eye.
Here we go.
They give it to Anderson, and he's got room. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
2nd down following the run. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Simeon's going to keep it. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And they're going to speed things up here.
Hey, give him credit. That's a good, solid game there on the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4.
Now let's go. Green,
Oh, maybe a free play for Simeon. Catch here, left side, Thomas. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, Simeon surveying the field. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cedric Thornton able to drop him for a loss of 4. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down, here's Simeon. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
10 yards still left on second down. They go to Elliott again. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Come on, let's go!
On third down, it's Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 53 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on third and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme. Get a little bit more.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Beasley, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Denver. 48 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good.
that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Now Simeon. Sanders has it over the middle. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Trevor Simeon taking it in. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard and the time left on the clock? As you noted, so many things to go through.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Here we go, Ohio! Ohio! Here we go!
They'll give to Elliott, and he went no. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Come on, let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gutsy decision there, going for it on 4th, but they got it, and that likely puts an end to this one.
Indeed, it was gutsy because there's so many other options they probably could have exercised in that situation, but they bet on themselves, and it paid off.
Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38! Ohio!
Throwing here, Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Let's go!
Now Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Prescott to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Prescott to throw on 4th. Dancing to his left. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is odd. And now the ball game.